The Sega J-Link family. J-Link support software, brought to you by Phaedrus Systems. Sega J-Links are the most widely used line of JTAG debug probes available today. They've been proven in use for more than 10 years with over 250,000 units sold. Sega has OEM'd for Atmel, Digi, Analog Devices, IAR, NXP, Freescale and numerous dev kit manufacturers with the Lite version, or the onboard JTAG chip. So many of you will have already used the Sega J-Link that was built into your dev kit. All Sega J-Links come with a comprehensive bundle of software as shown here. And as of 2014 this includes the J-Link Debugger. So do download the latest software package for this. The J-Link Configurator is useful for simplifying the management of multiple J-Links and particularly the upgrading of the firmware. The J-Link software bundle contains two versions of the GBD Server, one GUI-based and the command line version. The J-Link GBD Server allows a J-Link to work with GDB or any toolchain which uses a GDB debugging interface. GDB and the GBD Server communicate via TCP/IP connection. GDB also supports a standard set of commands and supports the monitor commands which permits the GBD Server to implement J-Link specific control instructions. The J-Link Remote Server is a small application that allows the control of a J-Link or J-Trace remotely via any TCP/IP network connection. This permits the use of a J-Link in development environments where the target hardware is not at the same location as the PC running the debugger. The remote server also has a tunneling mode, which allows the connection of a J-Link to any computer even from outside the local network. The J-Link Commander is a command line tool that can be used for verifying proper functionality of a J-Link as well as simple analysis of the target system. It supports simple commands such as memory dump, halt, step, go, etc. to verify target connection and carry out basic debugging. Whilst this is a useful utility, it should not normally be used for target debugging. JMEM displays the memory contents of ARM systems and allows modifications of RAM and special function registers while the target is running. It makes it possible to look inside the memory of an ARM chip at runtime. Access for both read and write can be selected to 8, 16 or 32-bit. The J-Link Serial Wire Output Viewer shows the terminal output of the cortex-m. While it can be used to output various information in real time by the CPU, its main use is terminal I/O in real time. It can also be used side by side with a debugger such as GDB or GDB Eclipse, which does not support terminal output via SWO. JScope analyzes and visualizes data in real time on a running target using the standard debug port. JScope can show the value of multiple variables in oscilloscope-like style. The configuration can be stored in project files for easy reuse and portability. Each symbol selected in JScope can be configured separately. Move the graph up and down to change the zero baseline or change its resolution. JScope can be used in parallel to your debugging environment to extend the IDE's debugging capability. The J-Link Debugger is a full-featured graphical debugger, released in beta form as of autumn 2014. In order to use the J-Link Debugger, you will require a J-Link Plus, Ultra Plus or Pro. On the J-Link base, the debugger is in evaluation mode only. With the J-Link Debugger, it's possible to debug any application in both C and assembly level. The J-Link Debugger can upload applications built with any toolchain or debug the target's resident application without any source. Scriptable project files set up everything automatically and the project files are exchangeable between computers. Sega's real-time terminal is for interactive user I/O in applications using cortex-m. It combines the advantages of SWO and semi-hosting at very high performance. With Runtime Terminal, it is possible to output information from the target as well as sending input to the application without affecting the target's real-time behavior. In addition to the standard software provided, there are 4 additional licenses that can be purchased. JFlash for the standalone Flash programmer, the RDI remote debug interface, Flash breakpoints for unlimited breakpoints, and the J-Link SDK. The JFlash software gives standalone Flash programming capability without the need for an IDE. This is very useful for prototype and small-scale production. JFlash can be command line driven. Whilst the JLink works natively with many IDEs, the RDI software will let it work with any RDI-compliant debugger system. The Flash Breakpoint software gives an unlimited number of Flash breakpoints, rather than just the 2, 4 or 8 hardware breakpoints permitted by the ARM architecture. Setting Flash breakpoints is executed very fast using a RAM code specially designed for this purpose. On chips with fast Flash, the difference between RAM and Flash breakpoints is unnoticeable. The Sega system of debuggers and support software includes a wide range of target adapters and probes. The JLink family is the most comprehensive system and unsurpassed by any other JTAG manufacturer. There is a JLink that is the right fit for any debug, test or programming need.